thought maybe listen. I hear the train a-comin', it's rollin' around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps a-comin' on down to San Antonio. Well, look, I thought I'd throw a little Johnny Cash since I think Johnny Cash saved my life. So let's get into it now. Listen, I just want to say that today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the mind and just how the mind is kind of crazy. What do I mean by that? Well, listen, how often in life do we basically something happens to us, whether it is somebody has said something to us, or we feel something about a conversation, we feel judged, or the way we acted towards somebody 2 days later we don't feel that good about. All what I just said, okay, you feel bad about something you said, or something you did, a perception you had, and you don't do anything with it. You just let's pile it up. Okay, you don't do anything with it. You don't verify it. You don't excuse yourself. You don't check to see if we can make amends with what maybe something I said. You don't say sorry just in case you've offended somebody. No, let's not go there. Let's just put it down, pack it down, pack it well. Okay. That is the issue I want to talk about right there. Because guys, listen, I just wanted to say I went to a funeral this weekend. A guy committed suicide. And I went to the funeral, and let's just say I was emotional. And I knew him a little. Okay. I work at a school, so he works at the school, so I knew him a little, not a lot, but still. Another guy, he was in his 40s, he commits suicide. And that is the issue I'm trying to say here. Guys, I want to ask you a question. What do you do when something, do you open up to people, or do you have a tendency to say, no, what I feel, it's not important, or I feel that what I feel, I just talk to myself? Because guys are known not to open up because women are much more sociable. And I understand that. I do. But guys, what you can do is you could open up to a friend, open up to a sibling, a brother, a sister, open up to your wife, okay? Somebody important in your life, okay? And because if you're not dealing with these frustrations, you stack them up. After a while, they come back. Oh, the way you acted was not nice. And then you start hearing voices. You're always like this. You never excuse yourself. And what does that do? It makes you feel bad. It makes you feel really bad about you. So it's a turning circle. Basically, you start not liking yourself more, and that's why. And when you don't like yourself, I've already explained, it's hard to be lovable when you don't like yourself. But guys, you got to open up. Okay, you got to open up, and also you got to basically, if something happens, deal with it. If you think you've hurt somebody, say just, I don't care if it's in a text or just call them up or write an email. Do something and say, listen, I apologize if I've hurt you. And that was not my intention. That's what I do a lot. And I'm okay with it. I'm just saying, I don't know. I think I might have said something, but I'm not sure. So why play with it in your head? And it will come back and we'll make it ugly. We always have a tendency to do that. So I kill it when it comes. When I feel it, I just send an email or I call or I send a text to them. I apologize if I hurt you last weekend when I said what I said. It was not my intention. And when you deal with them right on the spot, life is good because you don't imagine, because I do, the problems that come from not expressing your feelings. In your perceptions, I think I might have hurt her or I might have hurt him with what I said. You don't deal with it. You just pack it up. Well, it comes back. What you resist persists. So the ideas start coming back. And after a year, I agree, it's kind of hard to go back. Hey, do you remember? Do you remember a year ago? That is harder. I agree with you. I agree with you. But there has to be a time that you begin. Okay? You have to basically start doing that. If you go through something, well, just deal with it. And if it's with a person, a perception, I don't care. If you have a perception that somebody disrespected you, go to that person in a kind way, but just say, listen, it hurt me what you said. Use real words. They're more powerful than, hey, you pissed me off with what you said. That really, if anything, that's puts oil on a fire. But if you hurt me, it hurt me what you said. What you said, that is clear. And if someone said that to me, I would systematically, oh my God, I didn't expect that. I apologize. I sincerely do. If I hurt you, that was not my intention. So hopefully you understand. It does nothing. You not dealing with your feelings, because I know maybe in our society they say guys milk it up or suck it up or be strong, but that's not true. We have feelings, we have emotions, and we can't. Times have changed, and if you want me to be happy-go-lucky, I want to. There's basically air in my step. I'm walking lightly, but then I can't have these ideas, these feelings that I just don't feel. We can't. We got to stop doing that. And Johnny Cash. Let's go back to Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash, he has been an amazing for me. I love him. He's my first artist I really loved. And he's my first song. The song I just played, um, Folsom Blues, uh, Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash. He was my first song. I learned on the guitar. He had a rock and roll life. He had some ups and he had some downs, and his downs were quite down. He was addicted to amphetamines or pills. He had a rocky road on his marriage. His first marriage didn't last, and his second one, it did, but there were some rocky roads. And in all of that life, his ups and downs, he got up the next day, he got on the road, and he actually continued entertaining audiences, even though he wasn't feeling good. So, and he was an artist. That's what his job was. But mine's a teacher. I teach normally, or it could be yours could be a plumber. It could be an electrician. It could be a dentist, a doctor, a lawyer. My point is, we're getting up every day. And Johnny Cash, what I liked about him is that he never gave up. Even at the end, when he almost died, someone came to him and said, do you want to do a last album? And you just have to sing. I'll give you a mic. We'll play the music. You just have to sing and we'll sing what you want. He said yes, because an opportunity came and he said, okay, I'll do it. Again, he said yes to life. Even though he had gone through a lot, even though he was starting to feel pain, he still said yes. And these people that in our lives that have had difficulty, but they still are here among us. I take off my hat to these people, like Johnny Cash. And if you know of people, example, I have a brother who has been in jail for a month because his ex-wife, alimony, I put him in jail for a month. Well, he is a big one for me too. He was in jail for a month and now he's doing really well. Because if you put me in jail for a month, that would be one of my lowest points. That would be. So if he can come back from that, well then hell, I can too. Do you understand? So just start to be kind to yourself. You are important. Okay? You are important. The way you feel is the way you feel. And it has to be addressed. Okay? So recap. If someone hurts you with what they've said, be direct. That's being a man. And say, listen, what you said earlier really hurt me. I don't know if you realized it, but it was quite direct. I didn't appreciate that. See, I'm direct, but I'm saying it, but I'm saying it in a way that I just didn't appreciate it and you hurt me. So it's clear, the message, and it's not confrontational. Okay, that's one. Start doing that. Two, if you get your perceptions, because our mind is always working. So if your mind has a perception that maybe what I said was not good, was not nice, don't ruminate over it. Basically deal with it. Send an email, a text, or call. Hey, the other night I said, listen, my intention was, and it may have come across as, deal with it. And you will realize the person on the other side is going to appreciate it so much. You took that you jumped on this. And if there were any uneasiness about that you had caused, it's gone. It's disappeared because you took the initiative. Okay, and you're gonna feel amazing. Okay, you're gonna feel amazing. So, and three, if we want to throw three there, just tell create a new rule in your life that now I'm not going to keep anything down there. I'm going to, and for the stuff that I have put down there, if I can bring some things up and talk to the people that are still alive, you can still do that. And you'd be amazed how people are very forgiving, and people are, they have an open ear. If you really want to have a really sincere conversation and how you're trying to change and how you're trying to get better, I have a hard time believing nobody would want to have that conversation with you. I have a hard time. I think most people would have an open ear for that. So there. So one, if you've hurt somebody with what you said, own up to it. You feel better after. Oh my God, you feel better. Two, if you've been hurt, own up to it too. Go to that person and just say, what I just said, you hurt me. I didn't understand. I don't understand. Why did you do that? You're putting your nail on the donkey. Yeah. And it's, again, you're going to feel so good about yourself. And please start doing this for all, because what I think is that when guys do not feel. They stack it up. You think it's stacked up, but what happens, it's a cassette they're playing nonstop. I screwed up. I said this. They probably don't like me. They probably don't want to talk to me anymore. They probably hate my guts. My God, I might be alone. I might have no friends now. Do you see how your mind can make you crazy if you let it? If you let your mind control you, holy mama, let's turn that on its tail. Why don't you start controlling your mind? And the way of doing it is when something happens, your mind realizes that, deal with it. Okay? Because we don't want any more sad stories happening about committing suicide. We don't want any more of that, guys. We want us standing up for who we are, and that I love myself nonstop. You can still say that, okay? And little by little, you're gonna feel that you do love yourself. And what we're dealing with in this video is a way of loving yourself. Hopefully you realize that. When you start addressing how you feel and how something that happened was not good for you, well, if you address that, you are basically starting to love yourself. You're saying to yourself that my feelings are important. And holy mama, that is the beginning of a new life for many. Okay, so I'm going to stop right here. Call to action. 1, start today. If something happens at work, it could be in your family or in your personal relationships, deal with it the day that it happens. And have compassion. Have compassion for yourself and give yourself some slack. But giving yourself some slack does not mean it excuses you from hurting people. But we are not robots. So maybe I heard somebody with what I said, maybe the day of, it's too soon for me. And maybe I'm going to do it the next day. Are you bad for that? No, give yourself some slack, but still do it the next day. Don't let it go. Okay? Because that's where problems can come, of the mind screwing us up. Okay? So call to action, start loving yourself more. And now what we're doing is we're implementing, what does that mean? And that means when you have been hurt by words, or you have hurt by your words, address those. One, you were the one that hurt, but the other one, you were the one that was a victim. Address both of them. Okay? And you're going to feel an inner peace that perhaps you haven't felt in a long while. Okay? Because you're now starting to take care of you. And that's the beginning of a new life. It truly is. So, as Johnny Cash would say, well, actually, what would Johnny Cash say? Well, I know he loved trains. He loves trains. Okay, so listen, peace and love. Have a and oh, my peace and love. Before this resonates with you, is helping. Well, then I would appreciate so much you subscribe. You're going to get more. Okay, and the more you can get this word out, that together we can help more men than ever. Holy mama, that would be amazing. Truly. So peace and love. Bye bye.